What's going on, y'all? This is the You Did What podcast, season 2, episode 1. I got my brother Ricky Ruckus with me. Ricky Ruckus, what's going on?
You did what?
What's the win?
Time, bro. Man, what's up, dog? You ready?
Cooling, man. I'm ready. It's wild because I'm in Missouri and he is in Los Angeles, and we're bringing a special guest in from North Carolina. This guy, man, he is a remarkable individual, man. He is a platinum producer. This dude tells me that when he's in his zone, he's making at least 20 tracks a day, which is phenomenal. You heard him on BMF. You've heard him on
Mike Tyson.
The Hulu special. Just so many things, man. And he don't even really take credit for it. And I just want to get the behind the scenes, get his story out there, man. I mean, his story's already out there, but I just want to hear the behind the scenes on how some of these things happen. But he goes by the name of none other than Gab Beats Williams. Let's bring Gab Beats in here.
You did what? You did what?
Beats!
Yeah.
What up?
What's good with everybody?
What's up?
What's happening, baby? So look, man. So we've been rocking for what, 20 plus years?
It got to be at least 20.
Yeah, 20 plus years.
At least.
And so it's a lot of things that I am privy to about you that the general public does not know, right?
Don't tell them.
Nah. We ain't gonna tell them everything, but we gotta get into some of this stuff, man. So one of the things that me and Rick was talking about last night is the fact that you produced the track, right? You go somewhere, I think you said VA or somewhere crazy like that. You letting some cats hear some beats, and session over, cool. You leave the cat with the beats, you leave, and a few months later you look up and it's the intro to Keisha Cole's BET reality series.
Hey, man.
Look, we was actually in Oxford, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And I was with this shorty at the time, and we was in the car fussing. And she was mad, so she was playing, girls, I ain't gonna cry no more, that type stuff. So she was playing Keisha Cole, and I heard the joint. She arguing. I'm like, whoa, all right, that's my. It sound like you, but it ain't your song anyway. Blah blah. I'm like, whoa. That's my record, cause I knew when I did the record and where I got it from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that record came from listening to Already Know by 112.
You already know.
So I wanted to make something.
So this is The Way It Is.
Is that the name of the song?
That was the name of the song, right? And the song
was but it was on the album. It was the title track of the album.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, get out of here.
That was the name.
Yeah.
I ain't know that now.
The album and the show was synonymous with each other, I believe.
Yeah, it was called Just Like You.
I can't
even remember the name. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, hold on, man. I thought this was just like a jingle that was just an intro to the.
This was the title track of the album.
Yes, bro. That's what I was trying to tell you.
It was playing on the radio. It was like a single she running.
No, not.
And you ain't find out till you heard it on the album.
I heard it. It was the title. It was the title track of the entire project.
Man, come on.
I never heard it until we was in the car that day. So the album had already been out at least a couple of weeks. No, not even. I don't think it's been out more than 2 weeks. So I called Peoples in LA, because they in LA at the time, Jiz and them, and he said, I'm gonna go to the store. Let me check the album out. I'll call you right back. Blase Yakety Smackety, Tubby getting involved, Interscope get involved, Clarence Avon get involved.
The Godfather.
That was the first time he gave me my very first check. Yeah.
That's hard.
But I never got the platinum plat until like 2-3 years ago. I just got the plaque 3 years ago. Yeah,
So how much time passed between the
like 12 years.
12 years to get your platinum plaque?
Yeah.
How long did it take to get the money?
Oh no, the money came, usual time, 3-4 months, maybe.
All right.
But and it was at that time, although it was so bad, the dude when it got a publishing check, so I couldn't get any royalties. They had froze everything, so I'm probably out maybe what 200,000, maybe.
What?
Maybe. Yeah.
What's the
50,000.
relationship with Buddy now? Did you ever talk to him?
The conversation, we have to say that for a later date, but
Yeah.
that wasn't a good conversation
I
because I
already
didn't
know.
know him like that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know him. They was introducing me to him because he engineered and produced. So Tubby was the president, I think, of Interscope at the time. It's me, him, this guy named Lewis, Saquon, who manages Big Daddy Kane, all us on the phone. And I just told him politely, I'm like, listen, I don't want this to go out of hand. You want to tell them the truth.
Damn.
Oh, so
They
you
got
got all them on the conference call, and you like, hey, buddy, tell everybody what's going on.
I didn't say it like that. Crazy thing was my parents had never seen me. Well, no, my dad did one time, but my parents had never seen me get like that. So what I said to him was in a nicer frame. If you wouldn't like me to see you in person, you should just tell him on the phone. You live up.
I ain't never seen you out of this frame right here. Never out of character. Never. I probably met you in 2004. I ain't never seen you raise your voice. I ain't never seen your eyebrows go down, bro.
Rick, I don't do it much. I'm not that kind of guy. It just happens sometimes.
Look, Rick, I've seen it.
You seen
I've seen it in action.
Yeah.
Look, and you wouldn't expect it because he's slim. He's slim like me, but boy, this dude went buck wild, man. Buck wild, man. Yeah, man.
Oh man. Hey, by them bands, hey, go crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The stuff Brandon talked about, it was just friends and people. We not gonna do that. And I think it's a little skinny complex. I used to always tell people, if you bigger than me, don't put your hand on my shoulder. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What if we taking a picture? Don't even do that.
That's different. But we got a couple of friends that are tall and kind of, when they be like, yo, girl, I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Or
fuck off me. Yeah.
Don't do that. Take me out of character, man.
I feel
just a tad bit.
So you are officially a platinum producer.
Platinum.
That's dope, man.
What year did you get the plaque? I know you said it took 13 years. When did you get it?
I probably got it in 2021.
Damn.
And I think this album came out in 2001.
2001?
I think, hold on, I can tell you right now. Because look, I'm standing right here. No, I can't tell you right now. But it came out a long time ago. It came out.
This like when she first popped.
It was her second album. It was the big album.
Yeah.
Man, I thought y'all was talking about 2015 or something when she already Keisha Cole. This built her.
Yeah, this made her.
The Missy album. This was the album that put her up. Yeah.
Oh my Lord, man! Come on with the check, with the clout. Give me the accolades, all that.
Look, the business was so bad. We put a cease. They was gonna do a cease and desist. So by the time I met her, I don't know if y'all remember the Flying Anvil on downtown.
Something like it, yeah.
Or it was called Rain, I think, later, something like that.
Yeah.
I met her there, and her manager, what's the guy? I forget her manager's name. He was like, "Yeah, I don't know if she gonna want to see you right now." I had never met her.
So she mad at you for saying, "Hey, bro, I did this my work and somebody stole it." That's crazy. But I get it from her because she's probably trying to get her work out there, and it's getting all kind of flack. Stop this, because this one dude. But that's right.
Yeah.
Let me get mine too.
But look, so
it got real bad, dog.
So did the dude have to pay back any bread?
I don't know if he had to pay. I mean, I guess he had to finished his publishing deal. I don't know whatever happened to him. Never heard from him again.
That's wild.
Yeah. So I never was able to get money off that. I like even when I bring it up in conversation in, you know, certain rooms, it really don't matter. Because it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah, what you do?
You know what I mean?
What you do this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got this platinum plaque over here. Oh, okay. All right. That kind of thing.
Is it right behind you on the wall right now?
It's right here on the wall.
And you still ain't know what the song was called?
No, to this day, I mess it up every time.
Yeah.
All right, so that was early 2000s. And the crazy part is like, bro, you still killing it. I remember, so everybody has seen the BMF series, right? And the most notable part to me about the BMF series was how like every time Lamar came on, he had the craziest music, right?
Yeah.
Every time it was a song that you've known and you've heard before, right? That probably stood out to me more than anything on this whole series. Like the music selection. Whenever you saw him in particular, because it was some music that was in there, you'd be like, all right. But when you saw Lamar, the music was prominent. It was like the main thing going on. So me and my wife Nikki, we watching one night, and it's the scene where Lamar break down and start smoking crack or sniffing coke or whatever he was doing, and they play this song, and I'm like, man, like whoever is selecting the music for this joint, this song right here is perfect, right? And I look online a few days later.
Yeah, crazy. Hey, Gab, you crazy.
And it's a Gab Beats track, man. And it was you singing it too, right?
Yeah, all them joints on there, it's crazy, dog. I'm gonna tell you it's crazy. First, let me say this. You two are I'm gonna say a piece of what keep me moving. Cause we all in our 40s. You know what I mean? And
I don't think Rick might not have hit his 40s
Nah,
yet,
I just
man.
I hit 40 in September. I'm up there.
Oh, okay.
Man, y'all see these grays in this beard, bro? I got some grays in here.
But I admire both of y'all never stop. There's always something going on. So I kind of be stalking people that I like doing stuff. Cause it make me want to keep working.
Yeah.
But you know what? For me, like it might look like that from the outside looking in, but I be feeling like I stop a lot, to be honest.
No, everybody take breaks and figure it out, dog. I'm one of the most laziest hard workers you ever met in your life. This would be the thing. This is the crazy part. What people didn't know was, I'm gonna get back to the song, but what people didn't know was when we all was hanging out and going different places, Montego and all that.
Yeah.
Dog, I would literally come home from the club, bada bing, bada boom, make like 20, 30 tracks. Let's say 20 that night. That night.
Yeah.
I would work after we left the club. And bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean? I would work then.
Yo, this dude is the most creative person I know, bro. Like he has never stopped, man.
You are.
He's never.
With this song, all those records was records. This dude called me from Sony because I went with Sony. He like, yo, I need you to make some tracks. Blase, yeah, I can smack that. I give you this amount, 50%, because I ain't signed to Sony. So I ain't thinking it was for a movie. So I had to make all these old school songs. I'm still married at the time. Cindy still living. Literally, Cindy passed away. You know what I mean? God bless her soul. In 2022, so the 3rd. I'm in LA when she passed.
The 3rd of what month?
I get home. Huh?
2000. You said the 3rd. The 3rd of what month?
February.
Okay.
And you wasn't even at home?
But I get home. I'm in LA when she passed. I get back that Saturday, which would make it probably like the 8th, no, about the 9th or the 10th. I get back
Mhm.
home. Literally the next week, I got email after email of songs that's getting ready to get placed in TV shows.
Mm.
Damn.
Like she did that for you.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. So now it be, I don't even find out till like a week later, when it's coming out. Like I done had probably 12 syncs in the past year. Or the past 2 years, like maybe 12 syncs. And I ain't signed to Sony. That's what make it so big. I'm not with one of the companies. So that ain't easy to do.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty blessed. I can't.
That's why you got the same person working the move, or it's just different people?
The same person working, and then the dude that's over all that, I think he went over to another company, but I still have connection with him. It's just because I ain't tied in, it's just a blessing to be able, to get in.
Man, you a golden goose,
I mean?
bro.
So
you ain't going nowhere.
But they used 8 songs. The 8 songs that I gave them got me on all these One song went to Mike Tyson, Kanan, The Shy, and Swagger in 1 year.
One song went to all.
One song.
And who ended up choosing?
And I got on 12 TV shows.
Hold on. So did he get placed on all them joints, or just one song on all them joints, man?
One song. And then it was like they picked up 2 or 3 others. I got 4 on Mike Tyson, 4 on The Shy, 1 on Power, 1 on Kanan, 1 on Swagger.
Boy.
And it's crazy because I remember me and my wife sitting there watching TV on the Mike Tyson joint, and I heard it, and I'm like, "Yo, that's Gab Beats," and she like, "Man, bye."
Dog, it had gotten to a point I wouldn't see the show until like a week or 2 later. Because I just wanted to work. And it's like when you work for yourself, y'all know it's a whole different mindset. It ain't.
It don't never stop.
So
never stop.
It don't.
So look, if it was up and coming cats looking to get into the sync world, but give me 3 pieces of advice that you would give somebody up and coming looking to get into sync music.
Categorize your music. Make the music you make. And you gotta have plenty of music, old and new. Old and new. It's just hard to get in. I can't tell you how to get in.
Yeah.
That was the blessing. I can't tell you. Because I've been trying to get people in, and they like, no, we can't do all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so much red tape. It's crazy. But once you in, if you can solicit a whole lot of music,
you in there.
Man.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is the checks good? Yeah.
Now look, put it this way. Let me say this. For a person that is not on Billboard, I'm gonna just give a number. And I'm gonna ask you, what would you think to the normal?
Like somebody that's on or somebody that's not on?
Not on.
See, so that's one thing is like people that's on, they're not really looking for people that's on because it's so much politics behind having
more money.
Somebody that's on. So they prefer to deal with somebody independent, up and coming, somebody that's not known like that. Because it's easy.
So how much would you say per song?
10 bands.
I would say anywhere between 2,500 to about 20,000. I know that's a wide range, but really it's not.
No, that's about the range. You know what I mean? It's the range. I ain't saying the 20. Lord Jesus. But it's good money, and I gotta split it because I'm working with somebody else. But me and him just cut a new deal because it's like, wait, hey man, But put it this way, I want it all. Man, I ain't begging for no type of bread. I was good for the year. So I need to do it again. The only crazy part is they come 8 weeks after. So, but it's something different when you see a check that got Disney on it.
Yeah.
It's a whole different feeling.
That's
man.
big, bro.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. And you can put it on your platforms, the music.
Oh,
So after they done got that, you can still put the music up.
come on,
Yeah,
man.
it's non-exclusive, right?
Huh?
I said it's non-exclusive.
Yeah. So mine is all on distro.
Man, double money.
That one song, the song off of BMF, made me the most money I've ever made on DistroKid.
That's hard. That's hard. I gotta go through your artist profile. I'm about to go hit Apple Music when we get off here. I gotta see what's going on.
Look, I just ran into the record me and you did, but we never put out.
Man, put that out while you popping. Now I'm trying to get in.
Look,
Put that out tomorrow.
Put that out right now. Dang. Yeah. Hey, Gabe, hard, bro.
This business been good to us, man. I can't complain. I can't complain. It's still work, and you know, money get low. Got to go back to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you don't. That's the thing I admire about you is you don't stop there. Like you don't say, yeah, I got 12 placements. Let me just sit back and chill. You like, yo, you in the club every however much performing. You know what I mean? You doing church every Sunday. You producing for independent artists. You producing for artists that people know. Like
He doing a workout on Facebook. I be tuned in. What?
And then Mary J. Blige, I just thought it's a tribute band to do Mary J. Blige. I'm just trying to figure this new world out. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, back up, because you the master of saying something and moving on to something else real quick. So you said you with a tribute band, a Mary J. Blige tribute band. Yeah, y'all came through here. Y'all came through St. Louis, and we got the chance to catch up and rap.
Yep.
And but break that down a little bit. So you like the music director over there, or you musician over there?
Man, I'm on stage for approximately for 2 hours. I'm on stage for 20 minutes, hosting, getting the crowd hype.
Oh, you do that? Yeah.
That's it. Chicago, St. Louis, Florida, Philadelphia, Atlanta. We go to Atlanta too much. Philly too much. Boston. We done been a whole DC, Maryland, all that.
Man, how are you creating? Like, where are you getting all this time from to do all this stuff at high levels like this? Like, how do you manage?
No, you know what it is. You again. That's like me asking, how are you? I'm throwing a shot on the Mount Rushmore Winston. You know what I mean? I seen the post. I love the post. Like it's like you dog. We all three of us did so much work when we were younger that it turned into an exercise.
All the time.
So now when we do it at this age, it's like, oh, okay, I gotta do this again. All right, bet.
Yeah.
That's what it's always been. Dog, I had a Sonic when I was first in the music, like just doing music, period. I ain't have no disc, so I ain't have no way to save it. So if a person liked the beat, I had to remake it right on the spot. The first record that I got in the industry was with Vincent Herbert, which was an international platinum record with Jasmine Triage. She was on the same one that what's her name from Charlotte?
Sunshine.
Barrino was on.
Fantasia.
Yeah.
Oh, she was on that American Idol.
Yep. Yeah. So some kind of way, I'm still not knowing my keyboard. I hit format. Took every song off my Triton. I had to remake that track in 20 minutes before, and it made the album. That was because of exercise. We've exercised so much in our younger years. This should be nothing in our. So it ain't nothing for me when I get back and focus to go and do like 20 in a day. If I'm in focus.
A lot of people need to hear that, man, because like some people they feel like you got a superpower or something. Nah, you don't work so much that it's like boot camp. You put yourself through boot camp, and now it's like I'm living my regular life doing this. Like I say it all the time when I worked like doing graphics on the side and stuff. When I worked at Street Execs, I had so much on my plate every single day working for them. It was like I got 10 people coming in. We need this. We need this. We need to. It's all due by the end of the day. damn, I got a newborn baby at home. I got an hour drive to work and to back. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm working on my own, I'm got 15 people hit my phone. I'm knocking all out in the day, but I gotta put that to, you know.
And I've seen it. Like I've been with this dude, and he'll be recording a session, right? He recording a session, talking to somebody on the phone, and doing a graphic all at the same
Got to
time.
do it.
Now, look, I'm still mad at Rick. Look, I was with Quasi one day. I'm like, yo, who did this flyer? Oh, Rick did that. Man, hey, Rick. Hey, man, call me back. Man, I ain't heard from Rick. You know how long that's been?
I don't even remember, dog. I don't even remember.
I'm still with, look, I've been in LA trying to get in contact with Rick. Can't get in contact with
You was in LA man. Since I've been here?
Dog, I'm always there.
Man, come on, bro.
Yeah. Rick, you hard to get in contact. You still my man, though. You know what I mean? I'm always there.
Man, hit me next time. Yeah,
that's
I don't even remember that shit, but hit me. I don't do nothing.
You know what? I'm gonna text you again, but I got a new number. You know what I mean? But yeah, like this our exercise. Y'all know this ain't come from osmosis. I always get in trouble when I say the word because they say I use it wrong. But you know, the younger kids, they dope. You know what's crazy about the younger kids? We had to learn. We had a talent, but they exceptionally talented. It like come like this to them. It ain't. They not as. I think they still kind of lazy, but they on a different thing. Like I never remember the word "let's work" when I was young. I remember how much you gonna give me. Like I don't remember let's work. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? That's for y'all. I don't want to work. No. Like, give me some money.
That's hard. I'm still that.
What do you mean? Let's work. Who says that? Like, you know what I mean? What? But no, like I mean, they a little. I think they a lot more talented, and they are able to process quicker than we are, to a certain degree. I think we just came from a time that level for us. We came from the best of both worlds. We had the chance to be in the end of the Hard Knocks and the beginning of it's gonna be 2 years. I think we got both worlds. And what I've been trying to learn is this new world with social media. Because the stuff I did then was me just trying to figure it out.
It looked like it looked like you figuring that joint out.
What?
Man. And it looked like you having fun doing it, bro.
For real.
No, dog, you listen. When we was on it, I remember when I was just using a computer to put songs up because I just wanted people to remember the song when they came to the show. I ain't know it was gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't started, but I'm saying I ain't know it was gonna be a thing where everybody just like this a whole different world. And it's like if you don't want to get left behind, like you have to be visible. I'm not willing still to compromise, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of compromise, that's one thing I wanna we're gonna circle back to that. But I got a quick memory from being in a studio session with you. So in addition to all this production, he writing songs, he creating all these things for people, and he engineered too. But I remember one time we in a studio session. It's the R&B vocalist. I can't remember who the vocalist is, right? But she can't hit the note. Whoever she is, she couldn't hit the note, right? And everybody in the room is trying to figure out like what to do. And Gab is like, so do this for me. Put your index finger on your nose and sing. And look, the girl put her index finger on her nose and hit the note perfect. I'm like, Gabby's, what kind of science is this, bro? Like, what does it do something to the nasal passage or something like that?
No.
They like, no. Nah, I don't know. It just worked.
Dog, I done pinched people in sessions. Literally pinched.
For what?
Because they got the note wrong. It's all a psychological thing, dog. It's making them think it's something they couldn't do or they doing something different that they already could do. They just ain't had the confidence. That's all it is. So putting their nose, in their mind, they like, oh, this must really go. You ain't had to do that. It was gonna make you think that.
Damn. Hey, that's a question I always wanted to ask you. One of my favorite beats of all time. I don't care who you put or what beat you put or who rapped on what, it's over. That's one of the hardest beats of all time.
Why made that?
That's crazy. That was like what was going on when you like I remember hearing it on the radio. I remember Showdown played it, and I said, "Who and what the hell is this?" And I didn't even know you then. I didn't know that you.
He said, "Why made it? Why is another producer?"
Yeah, he this guy named Wyoming Pass made that.
That song is so crazy.
I ain't made
It don't even matter. It was your song.
You know what's,
and I feel like you can make that beat 10 times over. But I equate it's over to you. And every time I hear it, I just remember how you was riding the beat and how like I'm in the car. I'm like, what is this? Dog.
Hope you don't got a problem with me. It's over.
You know what? But you know what? I
Man, you're tripping. Dog, that's one of my favorite songs. That's my favorite beat.
That's how it always is with the creatives, man. It's like the joints that they hate.
Look,
everybody
look at the two guys I'm on here with. Like, dog, y'all understand how much of this has always been my thing, to conquer. It's always been a conquering thing. It's never been more, never been less. Conquer. Not divide, just conquer. So I'm like, yo, I want to be as dope as these two guys. That was always the plan. I knew, look, I said this. I wanted to be better or like or better than Ski Beats.
Yeah.
And look, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if you ever heard Ski rap, but boy, Ski.
No, he don't. I heard it.
Balls, man.
But that was the thing. I always had people I looked at in North Carolina that I said, okay, I want to do what they doing on the same level or better. So I looked at y'all for rap. I looked at him for beats. When it came to singing, I looked at people like Two and them was like, yo, I want to do this too. I want no singer. Like I just knew if they could do it, oh no, I gotta be able to do that too. And I gotta be able to hang. Like you got to hear my project and be like, oh, okay, he gave a couple bucks. Like it had to be that way.
That's hard, man. What,
always been like
what you had a deal when Over came out? Like what was that? How was it on radio?
No.
But you just gave it to him?
Dog, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Believe it or not, King, I was producing with Sean D overnighters because of Sean Reefer. Cause I was first one to do a Lauryn Hill.
Look, he'll just that's what I was telling you. You got to slow Gav down. He's like, yeah, my homegirl Sharifa. He talking about Sharifa that was signed to DTP. Sharifa. Yeah.
We were together because
hold on, y'all was together. Y'all, I ain't know that story.
No, you did go past that fast. We finna dig in right there.
Terrence J introduced me to this guy named Jello Jones, who was with Nap's crew. No, not Nap's crew, Now City. I meet him. I'm in what is it? The zoo, not Brooklyn Zoo. What do you call it? Shaolin.
Staten Island. Staten Island.
Ski come up there. First time I ever met Ski. Ski had 10 beats. I had 30. We go to Epic. Ski not there now. Dude plays Ski joints. 9 out of the 10 joints, the dude was like, yo, let me get these for some artists. I had 30 beats. The only 2 they wanted was these 2 joints. I did this song called Impossible, and I ain't felt this way in years. Both Lauryn Hill samples. So I'm already in my feelings because I got 30 beats, and only 2 of them went. The percentile don't look right. So I heard all the Ski stuff. I'm hearing beats that I'm like, oh my God. So from there, in this ear, I'm like, yo, this is what you got to do, Gav. In the other ear, I'm like, yo, ain't nobody did Lauryn Hill. Sharifa hears it. Some kind of way Sean D meets Sharifa. She gets signed to Overnighters. They signed me because I did the joint, the Impossible joint. Apparently, they say, the rumor is, when they tried to get Sharifa signed, they took her to Rockefeller. Dame and Kanye was together. Then we get All Fall Down. That's the story. Because I was the first one to ever use the Lauryn Hill sample. What happened was I got it 2 days after the Unplugged came out. We're going to leave that alone.
Oh, so you sampled from the same Unplugged?
they ain't unplugged but 2 days after it came out, I already had the record.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So he took another sample. Maybe he had felt inspired.
He definitely was inspired.
You know what I mean? So I'm up there. I meet Ski, get the records. I'm all that. Come back, sign to him. I'm doing beats, but I could rap. He knew I could rap. They knew I could rap. King tells Sean, like, yo, Gav can flow for real, for real. Sean took me to this car dealership on Window. He said, if you can give me a project in 10 days, I get you any car on.
Come on now.
And look,
that's how
the album was called 10 Days Later.
For real? This what is Over was on? Man, get us.
And look, I'm gonna tell you something even crazier. About maybe about 8 months ago, Gav hadn't seen a copy of the record in how long?
Man, had to be almost over 20.
Because you had a 12 inch of that joint, right? Pause.
Whoa.
I had a 12 and a CD.
This ain't that type of show.
Whoa, now. I know Nikki. I know our producer over here laughing, man. Nikki, get your ass on somewhere.
Yeah, she probably gone downstairs.
Damn.
But nah, what I was gonna say was, so he hadn't seen the record in 20 years. I had a copy of it in the plastic and gifted it to him when he came to a session I was in.
This is his first record.
Oh my! Hey man,
In the packaging.
this is the greatest gift I ever got. No, y'all don't understand. I've been looking for this for like 20 years almost.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's hard, bro.
Dog. Won't take it out the plastic either. That's the only copy I got.
Damn. So this Sharifa was moving around. This before DTP.
Before she got the deal because of my music.
Yeah, for sure.
No, like you gotta understand, and I don't know who's gonna see this. I don't mean no harm. Do I need to Cat Williams?
Yes, yes, you do, bro. Hey, when you a king, you a kingmaker. When you a kingmaker, you gotta talk your shit.
There are a lot of people, thank God, that I was around who they owe God the reason for their success. Did I give a little push? Yes. There are a lot of names we can name that I would never do that. But
hey, bro, you gotta talk it, bro.
A lot.
You gotta talk it. Until they say, hey, this the man that put me here, with help from blah blah blah. If they ain't trying to do that, you got to say it. You who gonna talk? You'll talk.
But you know what's crazy? I would tell y'all, if personally, but the reason why I don't do it really publicly is because that's what's kept my drive. If you not gonna give me my flowers, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna take them then. I'm gonna go ahead and get them another way. That like I ain't never let nobody. I ain't wait for nobody to give me nothing. Nothing. Cause I be waiting forever. My only reason for working with so many artists and putting them out or pushing them to do this and this is my thing is I used to always tell them. First, I used to tell all the band members and the singers, like, thank you. I am not me without you. Then the second thing is I need to have it so if I was ever a bum on the street, if you saw me, you're like, yeah, what you doing here? Here go $10,000. Not $10. Here go $10,000. Get up. What you doing? That was my whole purpose.
Yeah.
Like, if the people around you ain't eating, how they gonna help you?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like people. You know how you go to a church, or you be around people where the leader are rich, and it look like everybody else suffering. I don't believe in that. Like, if my people ain't eating, how you gonna help me?
It is true.
How you gonna help me? So I always wanted everybody around me to win.
But it's got to be reciprocated too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pushing these people, they supposed to come back and grab you. Like, it ain't like you asking for a handout. You nice at everything.
You know what? A lot of them, what I've noticed is a lot of them, I'm not going to say they didn't want to. they didn't have the they ain't had a leadership quality. They ain't have no Like, and I can't fault them on that. I cannot fault them on that. A lot of people, I knew if I'm somewhere, I'm gonna take it all the way. Like, where some people like, no, I'm gonna just stay right here. That ain't never been me. The contract I've been in LA for a long time. The dude I'm signed to wrote almost every major record from the late 90s to the 2000s.
Say some of the records. Give some of the records.
You Don't Know My Name. Excuse Me, Miss Luther, which Jay-Z ended up using. Big Ego. Shoulda Known Better. Black Brother, Anti Stone. The list go on. Huge records.
You know what I think it is? Hey,
and he don't tell me what to do.
Cause look, that's what I was gonna say. In the studio, you meet you out. You know, what's up, Gav? You humble. You know, what's up, down there? In the studio, you are sharp. Nah, that ain't right. Do it over. Sing it again. Put your hand on your nose. Do it like this. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you run the show. You like an orchestrator in that joint, but not just telling niggas what to do. You make the beat. You engineering it. You writing it. You mixing it. You directing it. So they might be scared of you. Nah, dog. I got my acorns. He gonna come and take all these acorns. He gonna take my magic cloak off. You know what I mean? That's a real thing.
Yeah. But look, you know what's crazy? Is this again? If they really know me at the end of the session, you can have it all back. You know what I mean? It's just right. Look, the craziest thing is I don't talk crazy to people. It's just the simple fact I let them know, look, what do you want? You want to try to withstand, keep up, or you just want to say you did something. Mm-hmm. Again, I can remember the times when people would hear my music and be like, yeah, I can't rap over this. I can't sing over this. Mm-hmm. I remember them times where they were like, yeah, this too weird. I knew I was ahead of my time. I knew it. But it wasn't nothing I could do about it. It seemed like once I kind of went to the lane of what everybody else was doing, it made the future me even better. The stuff that I did in the past that ain't nobody doing, then they do it now, and I'd be like, oh, it made it better. I really had to just tone it down a little bit and figure it out.
So look, this is a question I got for you, man. Okay. So you kind of grew up in the church, right?
Yeah.
Grew up in the church. You were playing musician consistently on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you balance being in such a dark industry with your spirituality? You know what I mean?
Yeah, though I walked through the valley. You know what I mean? And then at the same time,
hold up. We gotta pause it. I told you he'll just throw stuff out that you gotta go back and kind of, because a lot of you gotta think, bro. You grew up in the church, but people watching this might not have. You know what I'm saying? So what he's saying is he's using a biblical scripture. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then at the same time, I may be look, dog. When I used to go to the club. I used to tell people to come to church with me on Sunday. Yeah. Like, I'm a person you grow with. And then at the same time, I ain't no different than nobody. I just happen to be in church more than the normal person. I just happen to have a semi-better relationship, possibly. You know what I mean? I ain't no different than nobody else. I ain't gonna sit and tell you wrong on how you view things, knowing I'm still trying to figure everything out myself. No, I just did a project, a Quran album that's about to be like, I gotta go to Savior's Day.
Oh, with the mother, with Farrakhan.
Dog, I've been rocking with them like the past couple of months.
J Electronic.
Like, you know what? I did do a track that he got, but we don't know what's gonna happen. Then Farrakhan's youngest son is like my homie. So he got me on this kid named Tyree, who signed to Rock Nation. I'm on that project. Harold is doing this Quran album that's gonna be crazy because they've never had music for Islam. The reason why I was okay doing it is because if they believe Allah, what is it? Arm, leg,
leg, arm, head.
Yeah, they believe they believe that it's only one God. Allah is love. God is too. They the same being. So my thing is, and at the end of the day, we all black. So although we may not agree on certain things, you are still my brother. So at the end of the day, the biggest thing about God, if you call him God, God is love. If you believe in Allah, Allah is love. So, regardless of differences or me being in church more, the first thing to God is love anyway. So I can be everywhere.
Yeah.
My light supposed to shine regardless. Now, that don't mean I'm gonna do everything right. Nah. But it's a lot of people that wanna give judgment. Well, I don't remember you being God. So, I don't really take hold of that. You ain't got no hell or no heaven to place me in. So
yeah.
Can't really listen.
Hey, I think on that note, man, I believe we're gonna wrap the joint up, man. Straight up, what can you say after that, man? This was a great conversation. I'm glad to catch up with you, brother. It's been a while since I seen you. But
hey man, I love you too, bro. Hey, man, keep going, bro. Keep going. Like I know you just said you trying to figure out social media, bro. We be tuned in. I might not catch it when it's live, but I'm telling you, if I miss 4 episodes, I'm watching from beginning to end all 4 of them joints when I catch it. Like keep going.
Hey, look, can we get a record? All 3 of
Come
them
on, B.
one record.
What you gonna do?
we might might need a whole EP.
Yeah, man, come on, bro.
We might need a whole EP, man.
Hey, man. 5 songs.
What?
7. Let's make it godly.
Man, make it godly, yeah. What? Man, that should be so crazy.
Listen, we can plan it for the summer. I think it'll be.
Hey, boy.
That'll be
You did what?
You did what? You did what?